My girlfriend met up with her ex on Valentine's Day while we were exclusive. You ever get that gut feeling that something just doesn't sit right, even when everything seems perfect? Well, that's exactly how I felt a few months into what I thought was the best relationship of my life. My girlfriend and I had been together for over a year and a half now, and honestly, things were smooth. She made me laugh, she supported me, and even though we were in a long-distance relationship, it somehow still felt real. But sometimes, all it takes is one memory, one screenshot, to shake the trust you thought could never break. Today, I want to share a story that started out sweet, but ended up leaving me questioning everything. My judgment, her honesty, and even what love really means. This is the story of how my girlfriend met up with her ex-boyfriend on Valentine's Day, while we were supposed to be exclusive. When I first met her, I wasn't even looking for a relationship. We met online, just two people trying to survive through work, school, and late-night boredom. What started as random chats about movies and music slowly turned into something deeper. She was funny, open, and had this warmth that made every conversation feel personal. We started talking every single day, mornings, evenings, even those 2 a.m. calls that lasted for hours. We weren't official yet, but the way she spoke, the way she acted, it felt like we already were. After a few months, we both admitted that we didn't want to see anyone else. We agreed to be exclusive, even though distance made things complicated. I was living in another city for work, and she was finishing her degree. But we promised each other that honesty would be our foundation. No lies, no secrets, no past ghosts. At least, that's what I thought. She told me a little bit about her ex, how they dated for over 2 years, how it ended because things just didn't work out, and how they decided to stay friends. I didn't love the idea of them being close, but I didn't want to be that jealous boyfriend either. I trusted her. She told me he was just an old friend, someone she barely spoke to anymore. And like a fool in love, I believed every word. When Valentine's Day came around, I wanted to make her feel special even though we couldn't be together physically. So I planned something small but meaningful, a virtual date night. We cooked together over video call, played some music, laughed, and even watched a movie. She said it was the sweetest thing anyone had ever done for her. But what I didn't know was that earlier that very same day, she had already spent time with someone else. Someone she said she was done with. Someone she told me didn't matter anymore. And that someone was her ex-boyfriend. A few weeks after that Valentine's Day, everything still seemed perfect between us. She was sweet, affectionate, and constantly reminded me how lucky she felt to have me. We were officially together now. No more exclusive stage, no more uncertainty. Just us. But one night, something small changed everything. We were on a video call, and she left her phone on the desk to grab something from the kitchen. Her screen lit up, a message notification. Normally, I wouldn't have cared, but the name caught my eye. It was him, her ex. I froze for a second. When she came back, I asked casually, "Hey, I thought you weren't in touch with your ex anymore." She paused, hesitated, then said, "Oh, that? He just texted me about something random." I didn't even reply. Her tone was calm, almost too calm. I wanted to believe her, but a small voice inside my head kept whispering, "Something doesn't add up." A month later, that voice turned into proof. We were hanging out one weekend when she asked me to grab her phone charger from her bag. I reached in, but instead of the charger, I noticed her phone screen light up again. A message preview popped up. It was a screenshot of an old conversation. Curious, I opened it. It was a text from the same guy, her ex, that said, "It was just a month ago when we were singing and kissing." My heart dropped. I felt a strange mix of confusion, anger, and sadness all at once. That one sentence played on repeat in my mind, singing and kissing. When I confronted her about it, she looked genuinely shocked that I'd seen the message. She tried to explain, said it was from before we were officially dating, said it didn't mean anything, said it was just a goodbye kiss. I asked her, "Why would you even meet him if you said you were done?" She hesitated before answering. Apparently, she met him to end all contact because he was her best friend once and she wanted closure. She swore they only saw each other that one time, but that one time happened on Valentine's Day. The same day, we had our virtual date. I didn't even know how to react. That entire day that I thought was special, the memories, the laughs, the way she said she loved me, it all suddenly felt fake. Like I was living someone else's version of the truth. She swore it was nothing, said the kiss was quick, that he initiated it, and she didn't mean for it to happen. She apologized over and over, said she wanted to tell me, but didn't know how. I wanted to believe her. I really did. But no matter how hard I tried, the image of her with him kept haunting me. Still, I told myself, it happened before we were official. Let go. So I did. At least I tried to. But love doesn't erase betrayal. It only buries it until it resurfaces again. Here are some of the comments from this Reddit post. You/another Dominion said, it was more than a goodbye kiss. They were hanging out on Valentine's Day. What do you think they were doing? Another user named you/GatorBro said, nope, you're gonna have trust issues. I'm sorry, but something like that happens. You don't forget, even if you might forgive. Then you/TossAwayForReason added, I don't get what you mean by, we weren't dating, but we were exclusive. Exclusive what? Netflix buddies? That sounds so backwards to me. A more understanding comment came from you/TeasingCutie, who said, I get why that still bugs you. The fact it happened during your exclusive stage and on Valentine's Day makes it sting more. Maybe talk to her again about how it still affects you instead of just trying to bury it. And finally, you/Woman81 said, exclusivity and officially dating are basically the same thing, man. It seems like she still had some connection to her ex. I don't see this relationship lasting long term. Update 1. It's been about 3 weeks since I made that post. And honestly, reading through all the comments hit me hard. At first, I thought people were being overly dramatic, saying I should break up or that she clearly cheated. But the more I sat with it, the more I realized that a part of me did feel cheated on, even if technically we weren't official yet. I decided to talk to her again, calmly this time. I didn't want to accuse her, I just wanted clarity. I told her how the situation still bothered me, especially since it happened on Valentine's Day. The same day, I spent hours planning a virtual date for us. She got quiet. For a moment, she didn't know what to say. Then she told me that she had been meaning to tell me the full truth, that it wasn't just a short goodbye meetup. Apparently, they spent a few hours together, and yes, the kiss did happen, but she claimed again that it didn't mean anything. She said it was closure, not betrayal. I didn't yell or walk away this time. I just listened, but inside I felt something shift. That innocent, happy image of her that I used to have, it cracked again. After that talk, things went normal, at least on the surface. We still texted every day, sent memes, called each other before bed, and acted like everything was fine. But I noticed I was different now. Every time she mentioned a male friend, my stomach twisted a little. Every time she said she'd be busy for a while, my mind started imagining the worst. It's exhausting, honestly. I love her. I really do. But I'm starting to see that love alone isn't enough to erase doubt. Once trust breaks, even a little, it takes so much to rebuild it. She told me she's planning to come visit me soon since we're long distance. And part of me is excited. But another part of me keeps thinking, what if I'm just pretending to be okay because I'm scared to lose her? Update 2. It's been about 3 months since that last post. And honestly, things have changed, but not in the way I hoped. She came to visit me last month. I hadn't seen her in person for almost half a year, so when I picked her up from the airport, it felt like everything was perfect again. She smiled, ran up to hug me, and for a while, all the doubts disappeared. We spent the week together, went out for food, took pictures, watched movies, and even had those deep late-night talks that make you fall in love all over again. But here's the thing. When she left, the silence hit me like a truck. Suddenly, all the old memories came rushing back. The Valentine's Day thing, her meeting with her ex, the way she hesitated to tell me everything. It's like I couldn't unsee it. Every "I love you" text after that felt different. I started to notice small things again. Her replies got slower. Her tone changed slightly. She used to send me pictures every day. Now, sometimes she'd say, "I'm not feeling camera ready today." I didn't want to sound controlling, so I didn't ask too many questions. But deep down, I knew something was off. A week later, I noticed she removed one of her Instagram story highlights. the one that had a picture of us from her visit. When I asked her, she said, "Oh, I just wanted to clean up my profile. It looked too cluttered." But my gut told me otherwise. Around that same time, one of her close friends followed me back on Instagram. I found it odd because we never really talked. She messaged me once saying, "Hey, you and girlfriend's name still together?" I said yes, and she didn't reply after that. Just left me on scene. That's when I knew something was definitely going on. I confronted my girlfriend again. I told her that I felt distant from her, that something had changed. She said she was just mentally tired and needed space because of college and family stress. She asked if we could talk less for a while, Jess. Update 3. It's been about 2 more months since my last post. I wish I could say things got better, but they didn't. In fact, they got worse, much worse. Remember how she said she needed space? Well, that space turned into silence. Days passed without messages, calls went unanswered, and every time I reached out, I'd get short replies like, "Hey, sorry, just busy. Can we talk later? I'm not feeling well." It was like she was slowly fading out of my life. Then one night, around 2 a.m., I got a message from her, but it wasn't her usual goodnight text. It was just, "We need to talk." I knew what was coming. That message always means only one thing. When we finally talked the next day, she sounded nervous, almost like she'd been rehearsing something. She said, "I don't know how to say this, but I've been feeling confused for a while. I still care about you, but I don't think I'm in love anymore." That line hit me harder than anything she'd said before. I asked her if there was someone else. She denied it at first, but her hesitation said otherwise. After a long pause, she admitted, "I've been talking to someone. It's not serious, but I just feel understood." My stomach dropped. She said the guy was someone from her workplace, her mentor who had been helping her with some projects. She swore nothing physical happened, that it was just emotional support. But come on, we all know what that means. It was deja vu, the same pattern again. The same story she told me years ago about her sugar daddy type boss. I reminded her of that. I told her, "You said the same thing back then, that it wasn't serious, that it wasn't physical." And she said, "It's not the same. I just needed someone to talk to." That's when I realized something. Maybe it was the same. Maybe this is just who she is. The worst part? I didn't even yell. I didn't curse. I didn't cry. I just sat there, listening to her voice fade away as she explained why we weren't working anymore. Before hanging up, I asked her one final question. "Was I ever enough for you?" She went silent for a few seconds and said softly, "You were at first." And that was it. The call ended. 7 years, gone in a single phone conversation. After that, I blocked her on everything, deleted our photos, removed her number. But no matter what I did, the memories wouldn't go away. For weeks, I kept replaying everything. The way she smiled, how she laughed, how she held my hand when she was drunk and accidentally told me about her boss. It all made sense now. She never stopped craving attention, validation, or that thrill of being wanted. And I was just the safe option, the comfort zone she kept returning to until something more exciting came along. That realization broke me. But you know what? It also freed me. Because for the first time, I stopped blaming myself. It wasn't that I wasn't good enough. It's that she never knew what loyalty meant. Final update. It's been half a year since that final call. 6 months of silence, healing, and rebuilding myself. At first, it was brutal. Every day felt like walking through smoke after a fire. Everything looked familiar, but it all smelled of what burned down. I'd wake up and instinctively check my phone for her good morning texts, only to remember she wasn't there anymore. Every song, every meme, every small inside joke, it all reminded me of her. But slowly, things started changing. I began going to the gym again, started hanging out with my old friends, the ones I ignored because I was always on FaceTime with her. I even picked up a new hobby, photography, something I'd always wanted to do but never had time for. And somewhere in between all of that, I realized something powerful. When someone leaves you, they don't take your worth with them. I used to think that if she cheated, it meant I wasn't enough, that I lacked something, looks, attention, money, excitement, anything. But the truth is, her betrayal was never a reflection of me. It was a reflection of her immaturity, her inability to be content, her need for validation from multiple people at once. And you know what? Once that sank in, I stopped feeling angry. I just felt free. Now, every time I see her name pop up in old memories or random Facebook suggestions, I don't feel pain anymore. Just gratitude. Gratitude that I dodged a lifetime of doubt and broken promises. I learned that love isn't supposed to make you question your worth. It isn't supposed to feel like a constant battle between trust and fear. Love is supposed to bring peace, not anxiety. And if it doesn't, it's not love, it's attachment. So, to anyone listening who's been cheated on, who's been lied to, or made to feel not enough, remember this. You're not broken. You're not hard to love. You just gave your heart to someone who didn't know how to hold it. Now I'm focusing on me, building my life again, piece by piece. And someday, when I meet the right person, I'll be ready. But this time, I'll make sure they're ready too. Anyways, guys, that's the end of today's story. I hope you enjoyed listening and maybe even learned something from it. If you like this story, make sure to subscribe to Reddit Cheating Stories for more real stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.